How to warm up for a cold call. Now listen, I'm just going to give it to you straight. You're probably losing some business just because you're warming up on your first 5 phone calls. That's a fact of life. Those 5 first phone calls that you make are not going to be your best anything. Your best tone, your best attitude, your best objection handling, really anything. Think about it this way. Even pro athletes, they need to warm up before the game. So why are you not doing the same thing every single time you pick up the phone to call a customer or before you have a calling session? Why would you not warm up? So in this video, I'm going to show you a very simple way that you can warm up. This is a 10-day challenge. And what we're going to focus on is how to get past that first default response that most customers give you. And if you can do this really, really well, then all of a sudden your phone calls are going to get longer. And by default, when your phone calls become longer, the chances of you actually getting the sale go up. Now, this will apply to any industry as long as you actually use the phone to make sales, or if you use the phone to set up appointments, or if you're in customer service and you need to achieve any type of result over the phone. This video is for you. If you don't use the phone in your business, really for any type of target achieving purpose, then you probably are not going to be interested in this. Okay, so here's the challenge. All you need to do is watch this video for the next 10 days. And you're going to talk with me. You need to be in a place where you can actually talk out loud, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be role playing. And so you'll be warming up with me instead of warming up with somebody, a potential customer that might actually want to buy your services, but because you maybe weren't sharp enough, weren't fast enough, your tone wasn't correct, you didn't sound confident enough because it was your first few phone calls of the day, you lost them. So don't lose any more. Practice with me instead, and then immediately start your cold calls. Now, I know at some points this may seem a little bit silly, like why am I going to role play with you? Well, let me just start making phone calls, or I can warm up myself. But I promise you, if you do this correctly, you will close more sales. You will set up more appointments. Your revenue will increase. You will make more money. Money can change your life. Now, before I show you how to warm up for a cold call, you need to know your conversions first. And if you don't know what I mean by that, you can watch this video right here. But if you don't actually know what your conversions are, here's what I want you to do right now. Pause this video and make 10 cold calls. Speak to 10 customers. And from those 10 customers, write down exactly how many you were able to close. Whether it's an application, whether it's a sale, whether it's setting an appointment, whatever your target is for that phone call. Out of 10 phone calls, how many did you close? Okay, that number is your conversion ratio. That is your starting conversion. So if it's 2 out of 10, that's it, it's 2 out of 10. If it's 1 out of 10, if it's 5 out of 10, whatever it is, that is your starting conversion. Now, if you're courageous, see, I'm warming up right now. If you're courageous I should have warmed up before. If you're courageous enough, drop your current conversions in the comments below. Let's see what they are before and after the 10-day challenge. Okay, once you know your current conversions, the next thing you're going to do is just continue with this video. Now, here's how we're going to do it. Go through the next section of this video now, and anytime you see the word you right here, that's what you're going to be saying. Okay, now you actually need to say it along with me. So if you need to keep rewinding to get the tone correct, to get the speed correct, do that. Okay, but you need to say it along with me. You can do it in any language. This concept applies in any language, it works. And make sure that you're doing it out loud. Doing it in your head is not going to help you, because when you get on the phone, you have to speak audibly. So just practicing in your head, it's not going to be as effective as if you're doing it out loud. So make sure you are somewhere where you can actually speak out loud. Okay? Now, if you're a little nervous about doing this or you think this is silly, save the video and do it tomorrow. Okay? I'm kidding. Do it now. Like you're already watching. Just keep watching. Okay, so first scenario. This is when somebody says, I'm busy, call me back later. We need to get past this, right? Because a lot of phone calls end after the customer says, I'm busy, call me back. A lot of people get stuck and they go, okay, when should I call you? We're not doing any of that. Here's what we're gonna do. Stick with me. So the phone rings and the customer says, hello, good morning, Peter? Yes? Hi, this is Muna from ABC. How are you today? I'm good, thanks, but I'm busy right now. Can you call me back later? Yeah, well, I can, but the only reason I was calling is to, would you, that's it. That's how simple it is. Now, rewind and do it over if you need to. But that is how you get past the I'm busy. You go right for the point of the call and then ask them a question. Okay, now let's cover the other famous response that you get at the beginning of the phone call, that I'm not interested. Okay, so again, same scenario. Every time you see you written down here, that's what you need to be saying. Okay, so we're gonna move a little faster here. So you call the customer says hello, you identify it as the correct customer, and as soon as you introduce who you are, the customer says, oh, I'm not interested. Okay, well, if I had called you at a different time, might you want to know a little bit more? Sure. Okay, and at that time, what type of information are you going to want to know? I'd want to know if this is better, if you have this services, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. Great questions. Well, if you have 60 seconds right now, I can actually give you that information. Would you like to know it now? That's it, guys. It's not complicated. It's very, very simple, but you have to actually practice it. And that is how to warm up for a cold call. So I hope this was helpful to you, and please do this 10 days in a row. Please make sure you first track your conversions before you do this so you know how well you're improving. And again, if you're courageous enough, man, do I need to warm up before these. Drop your conversions in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Hey, that rhymed. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. I kind of knew it. I'm gonna go.